All right, y'all. We're going to see if this works. I literally just got home and I find I've got power again. Finally, I think when did my power go out? It was like Thursday morning, I think. And so this is the next Saturday night. So finally, we're back on this thing, y'all. Finally. Let me check something over here real quick. I want to kind of give y'all an update because I'm sure y'all have been seeing me posting, all about this hurricane and how it's hit North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, East Tennessee. So just to let you know, I'm not going to be gaming tonight. I'm beat. I'm wore out. I'm hungry. I'm going to give it just a little bit here just to see if anybody happens to hop on. User 32878. What is going on? How are you doing? Hope you're doing fantastic. This is going to be a little bit of a different stream. So normally I stream like Call of Duty, games like that. I've got some plans for some Halloween games, but this is just going to be me talking tonight. And it's not going to be for very long. So that way I don't miss anything real quick. Let me pop these chats out here. This is like literally I just walked back in the door. And just took enough time to get this thing set up because if you've seen any of my Facebook or Instagram posts, talking about this hurricane, was it Helene, whatever they call it. It's been rough, man, on a lot of people. Like I said, in case we're getting anybody else in here, finally just got power back. It's like, actually, let me just go ahead and update everybody. So if you haven't been here, like say if you're just new watching, like I'm not even worried about trying to get music on. I'm whooped. But I'd made a post while my power has been out, trying to raise money to go towards, getting different type of donations, things I could take up there. So pretty much every night since this hurricane, and I'm not complaining. It was like we got hit, but we didn't get hit nearly as hard as so many people did, man. I mean, we're talking millions without power, like homes gone. I mean, the casualties, man, is we don't even know how many. There's hundreds missing, if not thousands missing. I don't know. I mean, there's no exact number. I don't know what the exact number is, but there's Facebook pages specifically there for people who are missing loved ones. Last time I checked it, the one group was like at 75,000 people. You're looking for loved ones. And again, I say this is, not just North Carolina. I mean, I'm in Western North Carolina, and we got hit, but I mean, just 30 minutes down the road is so much worse. Further west and north you go, depending on where you're at. Today I was up in Newland. Hey, sorry, user. I'm scatterbrained right now, and I'm wore out. I actually didn't even sleep last night. I'm doing okay, man. I'm blessed. Hope you're having a good day. Hey, I appreciate that. I hope you are too. Hope you're staying safe out there. I don't know where you're from, but dude, ever since this whole hurricane mess started, dude, either like I'm the kind of person where I want to do everything I can to help, but bill collectors certainly don't mind reminding you that they don't they still want their money. So I'm, still having to work. And so ever since it started, either, after work, cutting trees until dark, or trying to get hurricane relief supplies ready to go. If a user, I think, like I said, I'm so scatterbrained right now. Uh, if you type exclamation mark links in chat, that should be my command for like my link page. If you don't have any context about this morning, what time was it I made the post? Was it like before 7 o'clock or something? Maybe it was before 6 a.m. Eastern. I had taken a picture of the supplies that I was able to get put together, and get it loaded up in my truck, ready to go. Uh, First, I wasn't sure where I was going to go because a musician friend of mine was missing in one area. Now, long story short, they found him, and he's okay. He's fine, which is fantastic. Then there's another streamer on here. Uh, for a while, I thought I was going to be going to his area, uh, but just long story short, that ended up not doing it. So today, me, a buddy of mine, his family, his brother, and another good friend went to Newland, North Carolina. Uh, Very close to like Banner Elk, places like that, which Banner Elk got hit incredibly hard too. I'm hoping the audio is okay. Actually, you know what? Let me double check something here. Check. Where's my thing at? Oh, what is this doing? Get over here. This is going to be a very low key stream, but pretty much I'm just trying to raise awareness about this stuff, man. And what I had been doing, I had made a post. I kind of felt bad afterwards after thinking about it. Just asking followers, people that have watched me for a while, like I usually don't ask for people just to send money directly to me because I know. Oh, there goes my phone. Because I know how that can sound. And unfortunately, the scum of the earth is trying to take advantage of people during this hurricane. So there's a lot of scammers out there. But I know one person that follows me sent $50, and then I was getting more supplies. We went up to Newland, North Carolina today, and y'all, it was a convoy. Like we had 3 vehicles, but going up 181 from the Collinsville area up towards Newland in Elk Park, like it had to been at least a mile. I don't know, of cars. Like in some of the straightest places in that road, like as far as you could possibly see, was nothing but 4-wheel drive vehicles, trucks and SUVs, and also transfer trucks too. Uh, I think I saw 2 or 3 hauling fuel up the mountain. Then I look behind me and it's nothing but, again, 4-wheel drive trucks, SUVs, all the way behind me. And man, it's hey, what's going on, Miss Alexis? How are you doing? Sorry, this is very low key. I've literally just got home. And also, praise the Lord, I got internet, power again. So that being said, I felt like after doing this today and I have power, I want to go ahead and do a stream. I need to get me something to eat. I ain't eat in a while. But like y'all, and I've got some pictures and videos I want to show y'all. Like I said, if there's anybody new that's watching, hey Aaron, what's going on, man? With a like on Facebook, I appreciate you, man. How you doing? Stupid Venmo won't let me send my house. That's okay, Alexis. That's all right. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, don't let it bother you one bit. Uh, yeah, like man, just it is these people. It's not just Newland, North Carolina. I mean, you got areas Marion, Spruce Pine, Banner Elk. You got the better part of Eastern Tennessee, western part, southwestern part of Virginia, parts of Georgia. Like it's bad. It is so bad. Uh, like I said, whenever I was first starting this thing, I mean, the casualty numbers just keep going up. I have no idea how many hundreds or if it's in the thousands of people that are missing. They got Facebook pages. The last time I checked, one page I follow has 75,000 members. Trying to find family members. Like houses completely gone, the landscape completely changed, bridges wiped out, roads completely wiped out, trees down everywhere. I just it's it's rough, but I just wanted to kind of tell you. So let me see which screen I need to go on here. Which one I need to do this on? Let's see. Let me go to live and let me pull up. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm getting my pictures pulled up. I had to send them from my phone to myself on Facebook Messenger. I'm going to try to get this pulled up here. Let's see. It's being very slow right now. And sorry, guys, I don't have chat up right now. I'm just going to try to get this pulled up here. See, display capture. Boom, there we go. I'm waiting on this to finish loading. I'm going to show y'all some pictures. Like, y'all, it was... When I say it was a freaking convoy, I mean, it was a darn convoy. We were making good time going up 181, and then we got behind some tanker trucks. Like, I don't know. There was other vehicles coming down the mountain with people videoing just how many four-wheel drive trucks and SUVs and, were headed up the mountain. I'm sure not everybody was. Why is this not pulling up? I'm just saying, let me turn this off just for a second. Like I said, I'm sorry, I don't have chat up right now. Just with my setup, I don't have a a good way to have all that up at the same time. Let's see. I may just have to try to show you on my phone, but I sent it to myself on Messenger so I could show y'all. Let's see, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and close Live Producer on Facebook because it's still... Well, no, I don't want to do that because it might not work right. It's just constantly circling here. Okay, well, anyway, let me go ahead and turn this off. I'll show you, hopefully, while this is loading. This was going up the mountain earlier today. Now, this was actually whenever we first started going up, and there was cars starting to back up here. But it was just insane how many people were going up there. Let me see if I can just backtrack. Oh, so here was one place that we were headed today. I ended up getting out of my truck and getting in my buddy's Toyota Land Cruiser. This is essentially like a four-wheeler trail. But we found this one road that nobody seemed to be going up, and we were checking it anyway. And we cut, like, if you can tell that, this tree right here is down. We took our chainsaws. Mine was messing up on me. So my buddy here did most of the cutting on these trees. And, excuse me. Yeah, some of these places, but let me go see backwards. Oh, so here was one thing we were doing. So he has a winch on the front of his Land Cruiser, and he has it hooked to this tree over here. And once we finally got it cut, he was using the winch to pull the tree over here out of the way. And this is actually driving into Newland right here. Okay, I think they're starting to load. Dadgummit, no, I'm going to have to just backtrack through these things. Okay, while it's doing this, let me open these chats back up so that way I can see y'all. Like I said, power apparently just came on right before I got home, so I figure that's like go ahead and talk about it. Let's see. Let me go through these real quick. This is actually in the Collettsville area. These are all trees that were blown down, by the water. The road had been completely covered. Let me go back here. This is one place that we had parked. Now, there's specific pictures I want to show you, like the way that these people, man, up there. So the first church we went to that we were working at, we were essentially like pickers. People were bringing in trailer after truck, bringing in supplies. We would unload all the stuff and get it unloaded and then sort through it and put it where it needs to be so they can more efficiently get people what they need. And like I said earlier, if you saw my Facebook or Instagram post, I think I even put it on my Twitter or X. Hey, David, what's going on, man? I appreciate the like on Facebook. Hey, David, if you need anything, holler at me, man. Well, David's a good one. And we got Steve on Facebook with a like. I appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate you stopping in. But unfortunately, I didn't really get I don't think I got any pictures of when we were working because we literally pulled in, got to work, and didn't stop. And we were just so busy unloading all the donations of relief supplies that people were sending. It was insane, but all the workers, like nobody was in a bad mood. Many of the people were ones that live up there. Everybody smiling, laughing. I was trying to like make small jokes every once in a while, kind of lighten the mood on stuff because people will be pulling in and telling us stories, and it was something, man. Then we went after that. My buddy had been up the day before, and there's a house where an old man nobody had been really to get many supplies to yet. We went back up there today, and I'm going to show you that because I think the Lord knew what I needed to take with me, because some of the stuff that I took, it was exactly what these people were needing. Hey, Bonnie, what's going on, man? So what's up, Shark? Hopefully you're good, man. Keep it safe out there. Oh, yeah, Bonnie, I'm good, man. Now, this is the first day. My power went out last Thursday and just got home, and it had just apparently come on right before I got home. But I'm good. Like I ain't been complaining about the power outage. It's just there's so much worse stuff going on right now. Hope you're being safe out there, man. How are you doing? Oh yeah, but that older gentleman, we went down this one road, and this is actually on the way to his place, I believe. And some of these pictures might be kind of hard to see. If you're on Kick or YouTube, I know you can actually zoom in on the screen. I don't think I have a way of really doing it, zooming in on here. Wait, actually, do I? Oh, I do. Here we go. Let's see. But anyway, this is just showing like just a little footbridge right here that people had just gotten up not long ago. Let's see. Okay, so this was whenever we got to the second church. We stopped at this church that's not too far from this guy's house, and pretty much started doing the same stuff. People bringing donations. I took some clothes with me because they're needing like cold weather stuff, because it is actually getting pretty dang cold up there. Whenever we left, it felt really good, but it's getting pretty cold. So the first place we stopped, that's where I gave the clothes that I had brought with me to. Other than that, I still had everything with me. So we got to this church, a much smaller church, had to go way out of the way. So I didn't get pictures of our drive out there because I was driving and I had my buddy and his family all with me. And you couldn't take your eyes off the road because there was just so many places where the road is just The road's just gone. Like, I mean, it's not there. Uh, there's some people starting to work on it uh now, but just the road's gone up through there. And I've actually been up in part of this area before. Actually, I got lost one time trying to go to a bluegrass festival up there, and I went up this same road, and I didn't realize this is where this went up to. But this is my buddy uh, and another friend right here trying to work on a uh, a blower for, because one of the pastor of this church was telling me one of the things he really needs is a backpack blower. But they have this one, a gas power one. It wasn't working, and my buddy here is really good with motors, engines, and stuff, and he was able to fix it while he was there. So they at least have a handheld one. It's going to be kind of scatterbrained just a little bit because I'm scatterbrained right now. But so let me go over here. Okay, so we got to that church, unloaded my stuff, and if you saw the picture that I put on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, yeah, I wish I could have done more. But anyway, long story short, we get to this church where they're at in this picture right here. And also too, while I was at this church, some of these people have lost everything, and I didn't want it to look like some kind of a photo op or something. So I didn't really get a chance to take too awful many pictures. But once we got there, we helped out. We were moving water that people had already brought, getting it outside, so that way whenever people come by, they can just, it's out there and it's ready for them. Then we were like, okay, we need to go check on this guy, and see what he needs. And this gentleman, his name is Dan. I think he said he's 82 years old. This road that we were going up right here, this is the bridge that you drive over to his house. And if you look, see this part underneath the bridge, it's gone underneath it. And the bridge is actually leaning. So you have to walk it going up this direction over here. You could get closer to the edge, but it gets more wobbly right there. But anyway, we get to his house. We're talking with him. 82-year-old man. Come to find out, he is a Vietnam veteran. And the two brothers that were there with us today, they're both Marines. And this gentleman was in the Marine Corps as well. So they were talking a lot about that. And here's where it gets crazy, man. So it's the little things. Like, now, granted, their house, you can't see their house because it's actually back in here. I got more pictures of their house. I asked his permission before I took them, but his house is back in here. But I was talking to this gentleman. Let me see. Oh, okay. Here we go. So this is that second church, very small church right here. Everything's covered in mud and dirt and dust from where the rain had brought it down. So we were working on cutting this log, got all this out of the way so that way a skid steer can come in and get, clear this portion out. Here's my buddy working on somebody's chainsaw. But I get to this gentleman's house and we walk up there, we're talking with him. So here's the crazy thing is actually, I don't have my kick chat up. Hold on. Okay, yeah, actually here, let me pull kick up. Oh, hey, Alexis, that's where you're at. Here, let me pull kick chat out so that way I can see. I thought I was missing something. Let's see. Pull you over here. Uh-oh, what was that? Gamer Mama. Is that on Twitch? Gamer Mama 1230. Hey, we've got a new follower on Twitch. Let's go. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing good. I'm just updating everybody right now that has been following me and where I've been talking about Hurricane Helene, if that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, we get to this guy's house and I'm talking to him, and come to find out he's a big coffee lover. They have no power. He's got a generator out there, but it's not working, so they got him another one. And somebody's supposed to come out later and help him get the thing going. He's 82 years old, full of energy, man. He's he don't act 82. I didn't realize he was 82. Uh, get out there. Turns out he's a coffee guy, and I love coffee, so we were talking about that. And here's the first crazy thing. So, like I said, I didn't sleep last night, and I was trying to get stuff put together to take and get the truck loaded. First, I had to clean my truck out, then get the truck loaded. But as I was getting ready to walk out the door of my apartment, I turned around. See, I love Black Rifle Coffee, and I get their coffee shipped to me every month. And I looked at the stairs in my apartment, and I realized I had a box there that had 2 bags of my favorite blend. It's Black Rifle Coffee, Blackbeard's Delight. I love that coffee. But anyway, actually, I think I missed something here. Oh, hey, Natalie. I was getting ready to say, wait a second, that name sounds familiar. How are you doing, Natalie? Get out there, start talking to him about it. And so here's the thing. Everybody that I've heard has been recommending to get instant coffee. And I almost didn't bring my 2 bags of Black Rifle coffee because it's not instant, it's ground. I was like, heck with it, man. I'm going to bring it. Surely somebody's got a, power where they can hook a coffee pot to. Drop the stuff off at that church. Their workers, keep in mind, after I drop it off, every one of these churches, no matter how big, how small, have as many people as they can get out there. And they're taking it and sorting it and putting it in places. Come back to this guy. He said he loves coffee, and his coffee maker's not working because he doesn't have power. He ran out of coffee. And what he was doing, since he couldn't make coffee, he was actually taking the coffee grounds and just chewing and eating the coffee grounds. Just to get that caffeine, because he said he's getting awful caffeine withdrawal, headaches and stuff, which if you drink caffeine a lot and get off of it, you know what I mean. But I told him, I was like, well, man, that's crazy. Because he said he's been out of coffee for a couple days. I think it's a couple days. I said, well, man, that's crazy. I said, I just happened to get, before I walked out the door this morning, I brought 2 bags of my favorite coffee with me. I said, have you ever heard of Black Rifle? He's like, oh, yeah, I love Black Rifle coffee. Well, I said, well, I brought 2 bags of my favorite blend with me. And I said, when I get back to this church over here, we're going to get the stuff that you need. And I said, I'm going to get that. He also needed chainsaw bar and chain oil and the 2-cycle oil that goes in with the gasoline. And I brought tons of that stuff. I think I brought 7 gallons of the bar and chain oil. And I don't know how many of the oil things that go into the gas. I said, hey, I brought tons of it. I've got you. I'm going to get you that. And he's like, and if you can bring batteries, because he said, our flashlights are going dead on us. We don't have power. I said, well, let me look around, see if I can find them. From being tired and scatterbrained, I forgot already that I had bought, all I could get at the time was 1, however many was in a pack. It's more than 4, obviously. I think it's like 20 or something. 1 pack of AA batteries and 1 pack of the same amount of AAA batteries. And like the one guy that I go to his house, stuff that I brought, in between me trying to work and pay the bills and just get what I can get together as best as I can after work. That's the stuff he's needing. And another thing he told us while we were there was he was like, man, hardly. So there's been some people come and check on me, but nobody has brought anything yet, or they haven't brought much stuff. I'm kind of jumping around a little bit because, again, I'm sorry, I'm scatterbrained and I'm tired. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry, I missed this. Alexis said Niagara Falls community has filled a 10 by 20 U-Haul with stuff they left this morning to drive Drive up there. Hey, that is freaking awesome, Alexis. I know wherever they take it to, it's going to be greatly appreciated. Because some places where they're unloading this stuff, they've got tons of it, but as they're unloading stuff, there's people coming by needing stuff. So it's like it comes, goes, comes, goes. Oh, and Natalie said, "You're doing good. How are you, man?" I'm good. I'm tired. But power's back on, obviously, since I'm live. So that's great. I honestly didn't because they were saying it was supposed to come on yesterday. I figured it wouldn't. And they said it'd be Sunday, so I didn't expect it to be on, but it is, which is after being up there today and I come home and my power's on, it just kind of hit. But please let me know if y'all need anything. We're good, Natalie. Mom and Dad never lost power. Their water's been fine. I didn't lose my water or anything, just power. But I ain't been complaining about it. There's so much worse stuff going on. But anyway, back to this guy. What I say? Dan. I think it was Dan. I got his name written down somewhere because I'm gonna try to get back up there to him again. One thing he told us again. So okay, already talking about coffee. I brought 2 bags of really, really good coffee, a brand that he loves. And I just happened to get 1 box of each of batteries that he's really needing for their flashlights. And here's another thing that gets crazy. So, as he's talking to us, he's funny, man. He's like 82 years old. He's a Vietnam veteran from the Marine Corps. And he was like, man, he's like, one thing I really wish I could have is a glass of milk. He's like, I love milk and nobody's got milk. As we're talking to him, a dude, sorry. As we're talking to this guy, standing on his front porch, and I'll show you a picture of his house here in a second, but since Facebook Messenger is being stupid, I can't go to the pictures I want to at a time. He had just said he wishes so bad he could have a glass of milk. As we're talking to him about this, a guy is walking across, what's wrong screen? He's walking across this bridge. We turn around. The only thing he has in his hand is a gallon of milk. Sorry, I was kidding. Shoot. Hey, Terrell, dude, Terrell, what is up, man? I have been trying my hardest to get a hold of you. Finally, Queen Bee told me that she had spoke with you. Hey, Terrell, if you need anything, let me know, man. As soon as this happened, I was trying to get a hold of you, and for the life of me, I couldn't find a way to get a hold of you. I hope everything's okay up there, man. I sent. Oh, you sent me a disc, dude. I'm sorry, I have not even seen it. Signal's been terrible out here, so this is the first day I've had Wi-Fi back. We got Wi-Fi back at the office like 2 days ago, I think, and trying to get stuff together, cutting trees and getting supplies and stuff. I missed it, dude. I'm sorry. I'll check that after I get off of here. Like I said, he says, I wish I could have a glass of milk so bad. No sooner he finishes that sentence, and we're talking to him, a guy that I never even saw at that church that I was at before, is walking across this bridge with a gallon of milk. Shoot. You ought to seen the look on his face. And really all of our faces. And so anyway, there's the first crazy thing. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. We talked to him about the stuff that he needs. And he's like, oh, and another thing, bug spray. I took everything out of my truck that was hunting wise. I had taken out all of my bug spray. As I got back in my truck to go back to the church to go get the stuff that he needs, I opened, shoot, I'm going to lose it. I'm glad I'm on small screen, not full screen. As soon as I opened my door on my truck, it wasn't a big bottle, but I had forgotten. Like, you know, on some of the doors in your vehicle, it's like there's little compartments in there. There was a thing of bug spray. First the milk, or first the coffee, then the milk, then the bug spray, because yellow jackets, for whatever reason, are everywhere out there right now. And mosquitoes are getting pretty bad too. And so those three things happen. And okay, so long story short, we go back to this church just a little bit down the road to start getting his stuff. Find the coffee, get the chain bar oil that I had brought tons of, the oil for the gas for chainsaws that he needed. Again, the exact stuff I brought, and the batteries. I can't forget the batteries. So while we're there, we're talking to these people, and so also too, they ran out of gas in the generator while I was there. Man, y'all gonna have to bear with me. We've been in go mode so long today. Finally, all starting to come back now. But we get back to this church, and they're running out of gas for the generator that is powering, a couple lights and like charging some stuff, and they're offering free Wi-Fi for the community. It's essentially the church is a Wi-Fi hotspot. And I talked to him about some stuff about, it's like, hey, what are very specific things that you're needing right now for whenever I can find time to get back up here. And the first thing out of that pastor's mouth was he said, we need shelves. Because the room that they had their stuff in, hey there, Miss Katrina, how are you doing? Let me move Kick Chat so I can see your comment here. Wait, I'm on the wrong screen. That's God for you. I'm glad he got his milk. I'm telling you, yeah. It's just all coming back. Hey, Levin on YouTube. What is up, man? Hey, I hope you're doing good, Levin. Now I said, God bless. I can hardly think about it without being in tears. Yeah, I know what you mean. God is good. Well, anyway, the room at this church where they've are bringing in as many supplies as they can. Very small church. Like I said, where's the picture of that church? Here, this is it right here. Very small. And there's a small building, like you can kind of see the edge of it right here in the picture. And it spans from here to here. And then there's a little bit more storage over in this area. He's like, we really need shelves because we don't have enough space. Okay, hold on one second. Terrell. No worries, brother. I still don't have power or water at home, but I saw you on before I was leaving work. All right, brother, I'm about to drive home, so I'll lose all connection until tomorrow. Hey, well, Terrell, let me know if you need anything. I'll check that Discord message as soon as I get off of here. Because if you need it, man, I'm on the road. I'm on the way. Whatever it is, man. I'm just glad you're all right and stay safe out there. See, now that my power's on, After being out there and hearing about everybody that's still out power, I about feel guilty for having power now. But just stay safe, man. I'm glad you're all right. Be safe going home. Now they said God sent. Said God sent you with everything you needed for a reason. Yep. Okay, so anyway, the shelves. Ugh. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. Ugh. So we get out there. They're running out of room for stuff because they don't have shelves. And okay, so just remember that they need shelves. Ugh. So okay, we get all the stuff. We go back to Dan's house, the older gentleman, and hang out with him for a while, talking with him. And turns out I forgot propane for him, so we needed to go back to the church. We weren't planning on going back to the church, but we needed to go back to get propane because I forgot it. And that's where actually this picture right here. So this is over at the church, and there, this is where I actually asked this gentleman. I said, "Look, I don't want to be that guy, just acting like this is a photo op." But I was like, "Do you mind if I take pictures?" Because I told everybody up there that I met about y'all and trying to get the word out. He's like, "Yeah, man, I don't care." He's like, "Go ahead." I said, "Okay, I just wanted to make sure it's okay with you before I do it." And actually, you can kind of see behind. By the way, this guy in the black shirt, I never want to tick this man off. This man was picking up like sections of, not logs, he was picking up sections of trees and taking them across the road. Super nice guy. I ain't gonna ever make him mad. But okay, so anyway, we go back to the church over here. Let me find the picture. We get back over here to this church. Oh, this is actually Dan's driveway. So this is where the road started mudsliding right here and made his bridge unsafe. So they can't drive across it. You can walk on it, but you can't drive across it. Anyway, get back to the church because I forgot Dan's propane. And one of the ladies that I had talked to over there before, she was helping me find some of the stuff because I had brought it in and they already started putting it where it needed to go. So she helped me find the stuff that I brought. We get back there. She comes back up to me and she's like, "Hey, can you help me move something?" I said, "Yeah, sure. What do you need?" There's a pickup truck. Here we go again. Shoot. There's a small beat up old pickup truck with, I guess, like what you would get off Amazon. There was 4 shelves. In the back of this truck. The exact thing they told me they needed before I went back to Dan's. I come back and there's 4 shelves. Exactly what they were needing. It's the little things, man. It was crazy. The exact things, either like the exact things people were saying they needed, either it was the exact things that I brought, or as soon as they were saying they needed them, they got them. That gummy, y'all gonna have to bear with me. There, I need to take a shower. And so me and my buddy Casey's carrying these shelves in there. And so like in this church right here, like as we're like there's so many people in this small space trying to move stuff around. Like what these people are going through. Like there was one lady, all she was doing was mopping the floor because every time she would mop it, more moisture from the water would come up out of the floor. So she was out there just, continuing to mop the floor, just doing what she could, trying to make sure that nobody slipped, anything like that. And yeah, insane. So this is Dan's house right here. And like I said, I asked Dan's permission. I told him it's like, the only reason I'm wanting to take these pictures of where you're at is just so I can tell more people about it. There's Dan on the front porch right there. Let me tell you, he's a talker. I could still be there talking to him. And turns out he's actually related to a friend of mine, Jason Burleson. I mean, we're not like good friends or nothing, but I know him. He's a banjo player for a bluegrass band called Blue Highway. We got talking about bluegrass music and how I play banjo. He's like, yeah, what do you say? My nephew or something like that is Jason Burleson. And actually, I saw Jason replied to my comment a minute ago because I was going to ask him about it, so I ain't seen the comment yet. But I told Dan that I would message Jason and tell him that, I actually random old man in the middle of the woods up on a mountain, and he's related to a guy I know. And the two guys that are out there with me are Marines, and he was a Marine. Is nuts. But and Dan's wife was out there. Both were incredibly nice. And let's see. So here's another picture from across. So here's where the under part of the bridge, so there's where the creek is. And it's this side over here that's getting really bad. Let's see. Oh, and here's where we were going up in my buddy's Land Cruiser. So to give y'all an idea of where these people are, this is where they're at. So look at these mountains and tell me that these people could be prepared for this. I don't know how many thousands of feet in elevation above sea level this is, but I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, I've been in this area before. In most of these areas, honestly, this is hit. And this is where it's at, beautiful. And we found that one, what we thought was a road. I think we were driving back, and this is remains of where bridges used to be over roads. There's a bridge, but it's unsafe to go over. I think they can walk, but they can't drive over this. But I'm going to show y'all a picture here. And this right here, don't say that, Natalie. I'm already rough enough shape. You know what I mean? So this next picture. Got me just about as much as anything out there. So these people. So while we were there at that one church that I showed you a picture of, a guy pulls in. I'll preface what I'm going to say with this. A lady comes up to me and says, "You see that man in the truck?" I said, "Yeah." She's like, "His house is gone. He doesn't have anything. He's got his truck and the clothes he's wearing." I saw the man, and he was like, "But he's being lighthearted about it. Said he's alive." I appreciate it, Natalie. Trying to hold it together. Oh, and Terrell, I'm sorry I missed your comment. He said, thank you. I'm glad you're safe. Also, I appreciate it, Terrell. Just so you know, I was kind of going nuts trying to get a hold of you, by the way. ah. But these people that have been losing everything. And she said he's being lighthearted about it and making the best of the situation. See, the people born in these mountains working their lives away for what little they got, and then gone, just like that. Homes, family members, pets, friends. Okay, I'm going to try to hold it together because this is the picture I was going to show you. Okay. You see that right there? I didn't take a picture of her. Thanks, Nelly. Don't feel like it. Hey, and by the way, Levin, I'm sorry I didn't see your comments there. Bought the new Black Ops 6. Oh, your power just went out? Dude, I'm sorry, man. Where are you at, Levin? Like, don't give me specifics, but just like what part of the country are you in? I'm sorry your power went out, man. Like, dude, I'm telling you, there's been several nights I ain't even slept. Just like last night, just trying to coordinate with people, trying to get people stuff. If you were close enough to me, dude, I'd get to you if I could. But this picture, okay. See a sandwich? I don't even know what a Lorna Doone is. It's like a cookie, some type of a snack cookie, and that bag of potato chips. This older lady drives up while we're getting ready to go back to Dan's. This didn't hit me like this then because we were in such go mode. I mean, we really never stopped. This nice, sweet old lady pulls up on a side by side, like an ATV, but with the roof on it and steering wheel and like a dump bed. And in that dump bed, she had just a couple paper bags in there. Save the bag. And she comes up to me and my buddy. He's like, "Hey, are y'all hungry?" I said, "Well, oh no, I'm fine. I brought snacks with me. I said, look, we're not from here. We came up here to help." Like, "Well, are you hungry?" I said, "Well, I'm kind of hungry, but I said, I'll get some snacks here in a minute." She's like, "Oh, well, here, I got a peanut butter sandwich that one of the girls at the church had been taking what she could get and was making peanut butter sandwiches to hand out to people." And I was like, "Ma'am, you don't need to give me anything." I was like, "I don't need anything." Uh, dude, the other day I got kind of choked up eating a cracker. I was like, there's people that might not even still be reached right now that would do anything to eat that dumb cracker. But this lady would not, this lady would not take no for an answer. She's like, "You're hungry. You're going to get this peanut butter sandwich." And turns out it was ham or turkey and cheese. I don't care. uh, she hands me this little crumpled up paper bag with, I'm assuming, like those chips right there, Metro Deli. I'm assuming it's stuff that people have been donating to them, but they're taking it and just giving it out to everybody that they can. These people have lost everything. And people like me trying to go up there and do what little, like, I don't feel like I did a darn thing up there. You want to know the truth about it? All I did was stack some food, cut a couple logs, and talked. She's just like, "Thank you so much for what y'all are doing." People that have lost everything, wanting to make sure that the people helping them are fed. That's the kind of people this is. Some of them, all they got's what they got on them, but they're taking care of other people. Time and time again, I kept hearing people say, it's like, dude, this is the worst thing we've ever had to deal with. And if it wasn't for our neighbors, we don't know what we would have done. This is America. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say something. Forget all the BS that you hear dividing people. That picture. That picture right there is America. Okay, I'm just going to show you a couple other of these pictures. Some of them are going to be kind of blurry because I actually let my buddy borrow my truck to take his family back to this first church that we went to because they had somewhere they had to get to. So I was riding with my buddy in his vehicle. I was trying to get pictures of some of the stuff that we were seeing. So like there, part of the road's gone. And this is everywhere. Once we got to a certain point, this right here was just everywhere. Road's gone. Side of the road, if you went off, you're going down into the creek because it's not like there's a shoulder on the road. It's just like part of the road's broken off, straight down. So here's all just pictures of debris laying around that got caught by some trees. See, here's where a bunch of trees that fell because of the water getting trapped by these trees. And then this right here, see, this was a bridge that had, so part of the road went out and the bridge went out right here, so you can't get across it. I think you can walk up this way over here to get across. You can't get across that. And freaking FEMA. I'm sorry, I'm not. Every single time I mentioned FEMA, you ought to have heard what these people saying. Like there was a guy that Dan told me about that he was trying to fix a small area so people could get across the creek. They came and told him, stop, you can't do that. You got to get out of here. They were confiscating ATVs and side-by-sides. One of the first nights they were there, saying, you can't be riding these things around. That was their only way to get around. And they confiscated them. But apparently they gave them back the next day. Oh, sorry, there's some kind of miscommunication. They get there late. I never saw them while I was there. I never saw any Red Cross, never saw any FEMA, which granted in this location right here, now there was still choppers coming in and out constantly. I don't know what, if they were picking up people, if they were dropping people off. I don't know. We saw tons of them out there. But they were confiscating people's only way to get around. In this. There's just more debris way off down there in the creek. I saw gutters from my house wrapped around one tree. See, there's a bridge completely gone. Nobody can get across that. Can't drive it. Okay, so this is a very bad angle on this picture, but look right here in the background. Look at this truck. See the outline of it right here. Truck's beat to pieces. Like we saw the remains of a Corvette out there, and then we drove about a mile down the road and we saw the bumper off of that darn car. It's a bad picture because when I tried to snap a picture of it really quick and it was reflecting off the inside of the vehicle there. Okay, here's a little bit better picture. I tried to get another one. You can see, look, like the front part of the truck's gone, door's gone. Saw markings on vehicles, but we didn't know what they meant. There's another one of that same bridge gone. Here's another one. The road's just like, see, here's the center line right here. So just right of center, that part of the road's gone. It's just straight down. Kevin said hi and God bless. He hopes he's doing well. Hey, I appreciate it, Natalie. Tell Kevin I said howdy. I said, if I can do anything to help y'all, let me know. Hey, and Wayne with a heart reaction on Facebook. I appreciate you, Wayne. Hope you're doing good, man. Oh, and Levin said Florida homestead, but it's back up. It's because of the rain. Okay, gotcha. So your power's back on. Good. Muncie. What's up, dude? I'm sorry, Muncie. I'm wore out and scatterbrained. I didn't even see your comment. How are you doing, man? Did y'all get hit with this hurricane? Dude, I'm forgetting where everybody's from. I had to, like, Alexis, I completely forgot that she's from New York. I can't remember where you're at, Muncie. I hope y'all are all right. I appreciate it, Wayne. I don't feel like I did anything, honestly. If you want to know the truth about it, like, I just don't feel like I did much while I was out there. But these people appreciate anything. Like, this is where I'm from. And these kind of people. But like you can see that piece of machinery right there trying to work on the road. There's a closer picture once we got up to it. And see, it's just boom, straight down. There's why we were going past it. There's just how broken up the road. Like, again, this is everywhere. As soon as you make like one turn up in there, this is everywhere. So everybody, it's like there's power lines that are still hung down across the road. Some places you have to cut into parking lots. So if here's the road, you have to actually go on this side of the power pole into a parking lot to get around where the power line's down, laying in the road. That's everywhere. Just more debris, and I think this was part of a bridge or something over here. Again, just more of the debris. See, that was blurry. Okay, this one. Yeah. Thanks, Natalie. This right here. So, take a look at this. It's kind of grainy because it's having to zoom in. That right there is a car. This is like a type of Bobcat tractor, all twisted to pieces. And this is a truck all twisted to pieces, all twisted up together underneath this tree right here. Like I saw one tractor kind of like this, and it was down in a creek on the bank, and it was like halfway buried there, where just with so much mud and rain and everything coming off the mountains, it just buried the thing. And okay, so here was remains of a bridge. Again, I'm sorry the pictures are blurry because I was in my buddy's vehicle and we were riding or driving at that point. But you can kind of see right here how this is bent. Like this steel, let's try to see where, is like that thick steel. And there's so many of these metal beams like this, just twisted like you were twisting a rope. or something. That's how much force was hitting all this. There's another picture. And see, it's actually kind of tell, but it's like it took this flat bar and just wrapped it around. I tried to get another picture where one place where the road was out, and again, pictures were blurry. Trying to get pictures. There was a bunch of debris over here stuck in the roots of these trees. And here was another place. Again, just more of the same. Rock slide stuff coming down, piled up over here. Road's going over here. And so when you see the road going like that, it's not like you can go to the edge of the road. It's like that's the asphalt that's left. And it might be way up under here that there's nothing. It's just the asphalt. So people are having to stop, let other people go. So it's essentially a 1-lane road. Where the road used to be. Let's see. I can't remember what I was trying to take a picture of. It's too blurry. Let's see. Let me go back to this one. So what we're looking at right there, these people right across from their house, like again, same deal, road gone right there. All like half of the road up underneath it is gone too. Let's see. There was a church out here, and just I don't know what this used to look like right here. It's like I'm sure tons of trees and everything, but look how much, like, see, there's a person right there in that corner. Just look how big some of these trees are. Like, look at that stump right there. That's a big old tree, and it snapped it. Just again, more debris. I think that might have been where we saw the bumper of that Corvette. Oh, okay, that should be it. I'll get back into chimney pictures now. But I'm telling y'all, God. Go back over here to this picture. Where's picture of Dan on his porch? See, like people like this right here, and people that lose everything, and she's wanting to make sure I'm fed when I'm up there trying to figure out some way to help them. Ah, man. It's heartbreaking, man. And this is everywhere. This is not just Newland, North Carolina. This is all over. That's why I say I'm not complaining about losing power for well over a week, man. It's like it's not worth complaining about that. I still had water, had cold showers, but whatever, it is what it is. Then once we got power at the office, I started taking some showers over there. But dude, it just people in these mountains, man. Like people that aren't from here, like go there now, and you'll like this is the heart of America right here. And I talked to one guy at the first church. He was telling me some of the same stuff about FEMA getting in the freaking way and telling people they can't help and can't fix this road or can't fix this bridge so this person can drive across it. What was it he told me? Yeah. So this is some of the stuff that makes my blood boil. So this isn't too awfully far from like Grandfather Mountain area. It's a little bit of a drive, but not incredibly far. And his buddy works at a golf course out there. And it's like he's getting, let me preface this by saying this. I don't think there's any problem with people having a lot of money. I really don't. I would love to have bukus of money so I can get up there and really make a difference. But he's like, he's got all these rich people calling him when his town looks, like this and this and this, road gone, vehicles all torn up, twisted together. There was markings when spray paint all over the vehicles, so I don't know what the markings meant. Just could mean a few different things. But he's got all these rich people at this golf course. And all they're asking is, hey there, we've got a place there at the country club. We really want to go play golf. When can we come up there and play golf? Like the people that come here, see, these are all tourist towns like in the fall. I get so sick and tired of seeing so many license plates from everywhere else but here when I'm driving around. They can't drive. They have no clue what they're supposed to be doing on the road. One drunk person from out of town about walked right out in the middle of the road in front of my work van the other day before all this happened. But people love coming to vacations, here to look at the leaves change, whatever. But absolute, and I think Tim Kennedy put it the best way. One of the co-founders of the foundation Save Our Allies, which is a fantastic organization doing insane work out there. People that want to come out here because it's quiet, it's not fast pace, it's the country. They get to wear their Columbia sweatshirt, and their whatever freaking kind of shoe sandal things it is, all of them wear. But the only reason they're even calling is because they want to know when they can come play golf. When this is happening. Okay, there we go. My OBS is back. Sorry, y'all. My OBS crashed on me just for a second. But yeah, all the people that want to just come here to get away from their life for a while, like, I wonder if they're going to do anything to help these people, because this is going to take years to get back to normal, and it can't get back to normal because the death count keeps rising up here, and it's not some 200 whatever. It's not. It's more. Way more. Missing people. Like I said, that Facebook page where it's specifically just for loved ones that are missing. People report them missing. Last time I checked it, and I know it's more now, but it was over 75,000 members. People looking for their loved ones that are missing. You tell me that 75,000 people looking for loved ones, and news is reporting 200 deaths. The math ain't mathing. It's bad. But again, I'm going to go and wrap it up. Just I'm hungry. I got to take a shower. I can take a warm shower at my apartment now, which after being up there today, I feel guilty taking it. Because Lord, I told Dan when I was standing there on his front porch talking to him, I don't have power either. Now I do. Hey, Devin, what's going on, man? Hey, I appreciate that like. Said, and that's only, wait a second, I missed. So howdy, Banjo. It's good to see you, Devin. I hope you're doing good, man. That's all just devastating and awful. Yeah. Now, I'm going to recap, though, just for anybody else that is here that wasn't here before. He said that's only a one-lane road for temporary time because all underneath the existing blacktop is compromised and will give out. Exactly. That's the thing. There's parts of the road holding right now, but I'm serious. And I couldn't get a good picture of it because I was driving, and everybody's having to, like, you don't see the road. Like, you see where the road's supposed to be, but there's no road. So it was like you were off-roading, going through this tourist attraction town. Trucks bouncing up and down, going like 5 miles an hour, going over bumps. Uh, but there's no telling how much more this is compromised. Like there's places where like it stripped the asphalt where they had paved over asphalt. So it's like there would be some places where, okay, roads missing over here. You would have sections of it where the road's lower right here than it is right here because it was stripping asphalt off the top of it. Like and I only really saw like one big crew that was trying. No, two. I saw two of this. Okay, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because my OBS and internet is going nuts on me again. Devin said, "But what matters is after all this devastation, it's when people come together to help others, even strangers. It leaves a little hope in your heart for humanity." Dude, that's exactly what I was saying before you got here, man. Like the Lord has been working. Like this is like, oh, I remember like what Tim Kennedy said, that co-founder of Save Our Allies, like apocalyptic biblical destruction is how bad. Like, and this place isn't even the worst place. Like these aren't even the worst places out there. Last I heard, Marion, I don't even know if you can get into it. I think some guys were having to, no, Spruce Pine. They couldn't even get into Spruce Pine. They were trying to hike from different towns to figure out how to get in there, and no roads were open. But the Lord was working out there, man, like in the little things. Like I told them, this man, hold on just a second. Like I said, I'm not able to go through my pictures like I want. Facebook's being dumb. Go over here. Yes, like I said, there's Dan's driveway. Okay, so Dan, right there on his porch. So one of the guys I was with, he actually went out to this guy's house yesterday and found out he was needing stuff. So when we went up there today, he's like, we have to go up here and talk to this guy. And they're making the best of it. But he, like one example, he said, I just wish so bad I could have a glass of milk because I love milk. Right after he said that and we're having the conversation, a guy comes, sure, he's missing, but a guy comes walking across this bridge, and the only thing this man has in his hand, right after Dan told me he wished he could have a glass of milk so bad, all that man's carrying is a gallon of milk. Nobody has milk, right? Or not, at least that I've seen. Like people can't hardly get milk, and a random guy that I hadn't seen the entire time I was at that second church, didn't see him there. Okay, it looks like it's back, but anyway, so I can't. It looks like it's not going to work good right now. So I'm going to have to go ahead and end it. But all that to say, y'all, I'm trying to do my best because most of what I've gotten, like one store, just said, here, write the stuff down, take it with you. We'll get the payment figured out later. So that's one reason why I was able to take what I was able to take. If anything, go back and just rewatch this. God, I've been talking for an hour and a half almost. But all that to say, you don't have to send money to me. There's tons of great organizations, but I just wanted y'all to see that this is what, like one guy was sent me some money to help go get supplies for these people. These are the people these supplies are going to. I ain't kept one dime of it. I've spent a lot more than, what what was said. It's like, I'm not saying that, just these people need help. And I'm definitely going back up there as soon as I can. And I'm going to go see Dan. Just, if you decide that you feel it on your heart that you want to send me money to go get more supplies for these people, you don't have to, but it is very appreciated. And if not, I can, I'm trying to get lists of all the different organizations that are up there. If that would make you feel better about sending money. But I wanted y'all to see these people. Like, these are the people that the supplies I was getting went to. Like I said, the church, they were running out of gas while we were there for the generator. The church is a Wi-Fi hotspot, and the generator powers the Wi-Fi. And I brought 15 gallons of gas. with me. And I gave him 2 gallons and I said, I need to keep this one jug for me so that way I can use it for my chainsaw. Well, he went to go grab one of the 5-gallon things of gas. I said, look, don't use that. I said, I have to keep this can, but I said, look, take the 5 gallons of gas out of it. I just need to keep the can. And so I said, that way, instead of 10 gallons, you have 15 gallons. Now you still have the 2 extra that I brought. So that church is one of the only ways that people are getting, some service out to be able to find out what's going on. I wish I could have brought a lot more so bad, but it's like the Lord knew what I needed to bring. And every bit of what I brought went to the people it needed to go to. So yeah, this is the first just chatting stream I've ever done, but I wanted y'all to see that because I told y'all that I would do a video getting supplies, but with not having internet signal was terrible. I didn't get internet till 2 days ago, and by then I got most of the supplies that I was taking. So I was trying to take pictures of it, and then I took that picture early this morning before I hit the road to go up there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this before my OBS crashes again. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like the stream, share the stream, follow if you want to. You don't have to. If you'd like to send donations to it, I've got my PayPal and I got my Venmo on my link site. That's on my Facebook page. You can do !link in chat and it should pull it up whichever chat you're on, I believe. But yeah, either way, like, dude, I got to get new tires on my truck so bad, but I ain't getting these dang tires until I can get these people some more stuff. Yeah, and these people have such a long way to go. Like, I only lost power for 9 or 10 days. Who knows when they're going to get power back on? There's no telling. Like, these people are alive because they're relying on each other. And Dan even told me, he's like, for several days, we didn't know if anybody even knew what was going on. He's like, but, looking back, he said, I understand that it took time for people to get resources together. But he said it's amazing and a miracle that people have been able to get as many supplies as they have been up into these mountains like they have. So he's like, if it wasn't for our neighbors, and people like y'all, he's like, I don't know what we'd have done. Sorry, I've never got choked up on a string before. Whew. Like I said, it didn't hit me until I got home because while we were up there, we were just always in go mode. But I'm going to get me something to eat. No, I'm going to shower. I'm going to get me something to eat. I'm going to go to bed. I have a gig I have to play tomorrow, and then I have to leave as soon as that gig's over to go to Tennessee to play at Dollywood Monday and Tuesday. Then I'm coming back home. God, I just want to be up here 24/7 until boots on the ground until this stuff is done, but I can't. But just you should have seen the appreciation on these people's faces, man, and people coming in there that's lost everything and trying to make the best of it. And I never saw anybody rude, not once. There's a couple people driving kind of dumb. That's to be expected. But every single person I ran into up there from that area, nice as could be. Only people really that was more aggravated was people coming from out of town trying to work on the roads, and everybody, there's still people trying to use the roads as much as they can. Yeah, I don't even actually, since my OBS messed up, I don't even think we got anybody watching anymore. But yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in and listening to me ramble about this. Just it's rough. for these people. Making sure I'm not missing. Yeah, Facebook Live ended. Thanks, internet. But yeah, just I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay safe and stay thankful, man. Yeah, just stay thankful. Like I said, I felt bad eating that cracker because I knew somebody out there would do almost anything to eat the cracker I was eating the other day. Yeah. Sorry, it's probably a boring video for some people to watch. It's just the people got to know what's going on. There's still people out there that have no clue this is going on. I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay safe. Remember, everyone's going through something you don't know about. So be kind. Look out for each other. Remember, like I said, the pictures I showed you, that's America. That lady that came by and would not leave until I took that sandwich. They lost so much and she wanted to make sure I ate. Yeah. So I'm still going to be doing what I can every day to try to get back up there and try to get more stuff to them. Y'all have a good one. Banjo Sharks out.